Trading Diary, January 17. Okay, quick recap of this week. I believe this is the second week of patience testing, not the market testing, but our own patience. But in general, I was right to long Bitcoin on the retest, and so far it's making me very juicy profits alongside Ethereum and Chainlink. Not planning to close anytime soon, nor my other positions that are in loss, aka Sui, due to network outage and Ripple. I believe I overexposed myself a little bit, but still holding. Okay, quick thought process for the Bitcoin. Weekly, I'm not day trading this one. It's mainly a swing position or mid to long term position. Most of my stats obviously is on cold wallets, but 20% of my portfolio is dedicated to futures. So that's how I view the current picture. Very simple one. I enter longs, so not planning to flip flop on my thoughts, even if you're going to see more downside. But currently holding, hopefully next week and the week after will be decisive. There was tensions around Clarity Act. I believe that stalled a little bit the euphoria around crypto assets and everything, but anyway, still bullish. Looking to close above 100, stay strong, and if we get lucky, perhaps targeting 150, 160. If not, if we're breaking 100 but not able to stay strong and falling below our weekly support bands, I won't be waiting to be closed by stop as soon as we are getting bearish momentum and a weekly closure. I'm going to scale out of most of my perpetual positions and seek other entries in the range of 75,000. And then, depending on how we retest, stay strong, other weak, 50,000 is on the menu. I'm not thinking it's possible, but I don't decline such possibility. Everything will depend on market condition, but main option is the option A, and I'm Aing that one with a tight stop around 80,000. So far, it's printing me money, and I'm not planning to flip flop on that one because I got a great entry just on the retest, as I thought, and it's a great one. It was a great one. So, completely the same situation with Ethereum, fully the same. If staying strong above 3,500, high likely the movement will be accelerated. If falling below, I do not know what needs to happen, but we'll be looking for entries at 2,000. But it's only 20% of my portfolio that I dedicated to futures trading. So it's okay. Even if the market will fall below, based on my monthly allowance, I will allocate a little bit of more money on spot. I completely forgot to mention the Bitcoin. Give me a moment. Bitcoin. Okay, there's something interesting that I see to check myself, basically, to use inverted charts and okay, whatever. Let's invert scale. So on the inverted scale, it doesn't look that bullish with the targets in the range of 70,000, even 50,000. But indeed, perhaps a bit of price range, and if we fall below our weekly support bands, then hopefully there is more downside, which is aka our path to 160,000. Watching closely, not flip flopping. There is no point to flip flop. I've seen already many YouTube callers and X accounts. One day they are bullish, next day they are flip flopping in their own ideas and traits. And that's actually really crazy. I mean, I keep this trading diary for myself. I'm not planning to impress anyone. Perhaps it will help me to improve my trading, mainly my thought process, and to check in a couple of months to see what I did good, what I did wrong. But anyway, for now, looking strong. Uh, let's continue. Okay, let's invert the scale, and I believe the same situation is with Ethereum. So injective, so far, some of my best favorite assets alongside with a couple of others, but I believe injective is number one alts after Bitcoin, ETH, and Solana. I believe in RWA narrative and especially in the injective ecosystem. Added a lot of money on spot and aim potential entries on perpetual, but I do not want to overexpose myself with Bitcoin and ETH feeling shaky a bit, especially with that weekly retest. So won't be doing anything additional. But yep, H bar. H bar is more interesting than anything else because I believe as soon as we break that key levels, we're going to accelerate. But either way, for now, this was a little bit of sign of weakness, but holding. Wait, give me a moment. Let's check the weekly charts. I believe it's still the same. There will be some time, perhaps a month, perhaps a couple of months, but I want to see proper retests, perhaps new price range, ideally. But short term, if we're going to get a proper retest break, I'm going to long injective on perpetuals. For now, just aim avalanche. The same one, cooking. As soon as we get the proper breakout, going to build a position. But main position is already on spot, so I don't care whether it's I'm going to catch it or not. But hopefully, ideally, to scale on perpetuals, link my favorite so far. I think the one been following proper market structure. I just don't like buying into that massive supply bands, but staying strong. I have very big stop losses, plenty of wiggle room for growth, for mistakes, for volatility, but I think this one will be a great one. Either way, it's in profit, so there is no point for me to close or to third and later search other entries. So holding strong. Uh, and still, I believe is an amazing entry, but probably not for everyone because some traders is going to try putting stop losses on their previous low, while my stops is like way lower. Render is the same. Ideally, for a proper retest and pick it here with the stops, but either way, aim for a breakout and will be targeting perhaps $5 or $6 range. Pengo choppy. Okay, prop. This is spot like Aster. The same. Ondo. Actually, I was way more bullish on Ondo. I didn't have any perpetual positions yet on Ondo, but I was planning to build one. I'm very happy I didn't do it because falling back under the bands is very weak sign, and I do not know. Perhaps we're gonna get more downside, but I want to see another retest or a proper structure before entering to Ondo. Either way, have it on spot. So even if there will be unexpected rally happening, I won't miss much. Simple sleepy. Say this is the another one that is lagging. I hoped it would be like Bitcoin and ETH or Link, but seems say has its own trajectory and price dynamic. Either way, I'm losing on that one, but stops way low in the range of 0.10. So hopefully we're not going to revisit them as Ondo did. I mean, it didn't revisit fully. Perhaps there is still some chance, but I don't feel right about that one. But as soon as we reclaim, I'm taking the longs. Sui, not planning to close. I think I hold it dear to my heart, and I do not want to say I'm married to Sui, but I believe in this one. And usually, believe is not something professional, and eventually, we're gonna pay for our beliefs. Very big price, but I think Sui deserves a like. Okay, Jupiter. Nothing interesting. Have it on spot. Super. Added more recently. Super on spot. I like the project, like the company, but definitely not perpetual. And Solana. Textbook breakout. One of my favorites. But I entered a little bit later, like in the range of 134. So holding strong. Stops under 117. So very big one. Plenty room for volatility again. So holding strong. Zcash. A sign of weakness, but if we're gonna have either a proper breakout, we'll be targeting higher, like if not, then we'll be targeting more downside. Either way, 50-50, but just waiting to see more confirmations. Yep. Do nothing. The same as was Render, HBAR, and Aster. Yep, so basically that's it. There's a couple of others, but there is no point to including them. So that's it for today. Till next week. Bye.